Whoa.
I have always believed the road to excess leads to the palace of wisdom. I got a pin all the way over here.
Please make your voice be heard.
Leaving society to move out to the country and smoke crystal meth with rednecks.
Maybe you have a differing opinion than us. Maybe we're completely wrong, and you are the one lone person in the world that is right.
That's why you're here tonight. Eventually, me and Dave Jarvis are going to Hollywood.
But guess what? Some of us are actually pretty friendly.
Yeah, but most of us suck.
Fine, upstanding young man. Fine, upstanding young man.
Smoke weed.
Yes, it's true. Yes, it is true. Yeah, it's fucking true. I am your AI engineer, motherfuckers. You need chat GTP? Get at me. I'll get your shit out today like no motherfucker ever has before. I'm Rick E. Warden. Right here next to me is the lovely Ariel of Against All Odds. It's kick ass to have everyone here to blow your brains out every Wednesday night. We have 10 Pool with us tonight. Are you ready? Everybody say hello to the magical and mysterious Dave motherfucking Jarvis.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hello, folks. It's the show that you fear to watch, yet you dare not look away. Hello, Brainiacs. This is your weekly dose of philosophical conversations like, have we peaked as a civilization? And have you ever seen my mom in the bathtub? If there's one thing I hate, folks, it's a confrontation. And this one may be even uglier than the time I cursed out the mailman for staring at me when I was sunbathing. I have something on my mind, and for once it's not women completely naked except for cowboy boots. As you know, in my off time, I like to pester the good people in the community to come on our show. Take a Wednesday night off, come hang out with your boys and girl, and blow your brains out for 2 hours and regale us with your tales of whatever makes you happy. While we, at the same time, we harness your enthusiasm, and we leech off of it so that we can get a bigger and broader audience, while also introducing our ever-growing legion to you and your gifts. It's a quid pro quo. Well, in my endeavors, I managed to hit up this band, Tin Pool, and I sent them a message. Hey, would you like to come on the show? Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. And you know, most of the time when I send these messages out, people will either they'll ghost me, or they'll say, absolutely, and then they won't show up, or they'll just stop talking to me, which is fine. It's just fine. I've been on plenty of dates. But then, every now and then, they'll say, yes, okay, and yes, we can do this date. And those are the ones that I love. But Tin Pool, they accomplished a first for me. They thumbs down my message. I've never had a DM get a thumbs down before. And I gotta be honest, it was really fucking funny. I mean, who thumbs down a DM? I waited for them to clarify, but they did not. And that was the end of that conversation. And now, here we are. Please welcome to the stage, Tin Pool. So, who did I speak to on that DM?
Me.
Yeah.
Sorry. We was at the rail, and I'd already had a few libations, so and I'm not very internet savvy, so. And I was like, oh shit, I thumbs down this message. I was trying to erase it, but they won't let you erase it. So if you ever do that, you're fucked.
Oh, that's good to know. So pay attention. Pay attention.
Right.
Here's to libations.
Don't drunken message.
Right. Yeah, right. No kidding.
I'm sorry, Dave.
So,
didn't mean to thumbs down your
No,
butt.
that's it. You're forgiven. Drunk and sex.
Yeah. I was just confused. No one's ever done that before. And I didn't know whether to laugh or cry or hurl. So I did all three at the same time. Folks, if y'all have been paying attention, Tim Pool has been on the road with Edge of Insanity. Are y'all tired, worn out? Are you happy to be here?
Boy, I tell you, it was a treat going on the road with them. We had a great time. We all rode around in the same van and just cracked jokes, took turns driving, and just had a blast. Man, those guys are some really cool guys to ride, to hang with, to be around with, and especially to be on the road with. So, yeah, no, we got a little bit tired when we got back, but I tell you, man, we just got motivated after that. Our minds started thinking about, okay, let's do, these 2 or 3 day trips and, drive out 8 or 10 hours and bust ass out there and play a couple shows, come back. And so that's on our radar.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, this is definitely the time of year to be going out and seeing awesome concerts, especially outdoors. I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but the first weekend of Coachella happened this last weekend. I caught some of the sets. I didn't realize lip sync karaoke strippers were so popular. But here's something I don't get. We know they're lip syncing. They know they're lip syncing. Why are they wearing headsets?
It looks good.
Illusion, right, is everything.
I mean, music's changing.
I guess so.
Everybody's got backing tracks. Everything's changing.
The illusion is everything, says Ariel.
All right. But on the plus side, Spirit Box's Courtney LaPlante joined Megan Thee Stallion on stage at Coachella, which makes the third high-profile performance by this year's Metal Grammy nominees, preceded by Gojira at the Olympics and Knocked Loose on Jimmy Kimmel. So Metal's making it a comeback, people.
All right. Like hearing that.
Yeah. Now, don't waste your money or your time trying to go to Coachella. This last weekend, general admission tickets were $649 for weekend one and $599 for this next weekend, which will be Lady Gaga and Post Malone and other karaoke folks.
Yeah.
So rather than do that, just spend $10 and see people that can actually sing on stage, like Dave.
Yes.
Like Dave.
Dave's not here, man. All right, man.
That's right. Yeah. So, Ariel, what you been up to?
What have I been up to? Freaking out about band things all the time. But that's pretty much it. Band life and things. Got a show this weekend. What about yourself, Dave?
Right. No band stuff this weekend, but you know what? Who knows what tomorrow brings?
Hopefully tomorrow.
Rick, how was your weekend?
Where's Rick?
I guess Rick's not here either, man.
Where's the button? Hey, I made it. Thanks for your patience.
There you go.
Hey, I've had a fantastic week. Thanks for asking. I have been working for a couple of years now, partly due, along with this show, to design all the cool graphics that make a show like this work. And I've been utilizing AI as much as I can as an assistant this whole time. And AI just continues to get better and better by leaps and bounds. And, dude, it's like better than masturbation at times. Pretty scary, but it's a lot of fun. And I've gotten a lot of things done that I believe are pertinent. And I'm just getting started.
Are we talking about masturbation or AI?
Both. Oh, both. I'm 59, so I've got to protect both to extend my happiness into the future.
Oh.
I discovered ninja stars this weekend. I totally forgot. That was the one badass thing that I got to do. I'm very good at throwing ninja stars.
What's a ninja star? Oh, okay.
Little throwing things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man. I went to a place in Rowlett for axe throwing for a friend's birthday, and they had ninja star, and I threw that shit all day.
Were you throwing it overhand or like?
Oh no, you just take it in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I played softball, so I was like really I got that down real quick.
Yeah.
So much fun. If you've never
All right, Ariel, real quick. Look here, the chats are alive. We've got Dylan Long. Everybody's here earlier saying, what up, Dave? We got Kurt Joy from the Trespassers now. Dylan again. And then we've got Jared. And most importantly, Jared says, Rick had a great weekend. We got hammered at the Haltom Theater. And that is true. I got to see I got Kill House on my band, on my mind. Not Within Chaos, but I tell you what, Apex Fallen, I was really impressed with them. Apex Fallen is pretty fucking good. So all you metalheads that want to see some metal, go out and see Apex Fallen. But who did I see? Why am I forgetting the name of this fucking band? It's not Within Chaos, and it's not Kill House. Help me out, Jared. Who did I see on Saturday? I actually had such a good time with my brother. My brothers came out. It's at the Haltom Theater.
Was it Vivid and Vulgar?
It was Vivid and Vulgar. Thank you very much, kind sir. And let's see.
Confirm in the chat.
Squeezing into third right at the nick of time. It's Jared in the chats with Vivid and Vulgar also. So you guys owe each other a soda. Yeah, Vivid and Vulgar was a good time. I like that guitar player. So metalheads that like your metal cranked up a notch, that's it. Go check out some Vivid and Vulgar.
All right.
Thanks for asking.
Ooh, you know what? Correction, I just remembered. The 17th. So is that tomorrow? Friday.
Tomorrow.
What day is this? That's tomorrow. Okay. I'm dropping a new single, Existential, La Batch. It'll be on all streaming sites. So check that out. Unless you already have a copy of the Bolt Neck Monster compilation, which came out last year, then you've already heard it. But new songs, new journeys, new diarrhea.
Love the new songs and new journeys. Don't like diarrhea.
J-Lee-Rhea.
Well, I got to flush my system somehow.
Yeah.
Dude, tomorrow's my mom's birthday. We'll just stream that song, and it's her birthday gift.
Yeah. Dude, I've been switching to beer lately, and unfortunately I've been drinking beer like every day. So I'm starting to sweat beer, Coors to be precise. And then I took a day off, and I was like, ooh, I feel good. I feel sober. So I'm celebrating by drinking.
All right. So you're doing extra drinking?
Oh, yeah. We gestate only the highest quality bullshit, purge it through our filth-ridden tongues, and spit it directly into your mouths, not unlike a mama bird or Alicia Silverstone.
All right. That sounds crazy.
All right.
Hey, Jarvis, look who popped up on the screen here.
It's Blair.
Hey, Blair. Right. So we
got some past saying hello. Hey, Donnell, do you know can you hear us? Do you know the guys in the band? There it is. Do you know the guys here? You know Dave from Tim Pool? Of course you do.
Yeah, of course. You know, those guys are awesome, man.
Yeah, man. We love you guys too, bro.
All right, here's Bonnie Powers popping on also.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Well, we're here interviewing Tim Pool, but I saw you both in the backstage, and I couldn't help myself. So thanks for coming on. If you have
I thought it was 9:00, man. So I was going to bump in there later, but it happens.
You guys are joining for the weekly concert calendar. We'll talk about your shows coming up at 9:30.
Oh,
awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, if you need us to come back, man, we'll do that.
Who has 10 more questions?
No. We were actually about to talk about Vermifest. We're giving back to those on all fours. All right. So Tell us all about it. Tell us about the Verminister, and tell us about the 3-stage setup. It's like WrestleMania 2, except more wholesome.
Oh man, it's really something else. Yeah, it's really something else to just pay respects to Mark Verma and, Paws in the City. Those people save dogs instead of letting them go to kill shelters. So, we're out, we're honored to be a part of this. I didn't know Mark Verma personally, but, from what I've gathered, he was just a really special guy. And it's just a real treat to be a part of this. So it's coming up. It's on the 26th. It's in 2 Saturdays. There's 4 venues. 1 ticket gets you into all of them. It starts off early in the day, I think at 3:00, and then it starts to hit at Trees and Reno's and Deep Ellum, and I think the shows there, they start about 7:00. So you can get your pre-sale tickets now from us for $20 from any band member. You can buy them online for $25, and the day of the show it's $30. So if you can, just give a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's $1. You don't even have to come to the show. It doesn't matter. Just give something to the dogs just to help out Paws in the City, because I know that they could really use the money.
Yeah, well, here's the flyers.
Right on.
3 days of devastation.
Well, that flyer
3 days
wrong.
of dogginess.
Which flyer?
So
The one on the left is wrong because it's the old one. Because we took a Glimpse of Death spot. They had some sort of medical emergency or something. They couldn't do it. So
I apologize. I'm updating it right now. Give me a few minutes and I'll pop the new one right in here.
yeah, it looks the same. It's just got our name where theirs was.
Oh, okay. So y'all were talking about doing some smaller tours. Or are y'all thinking about Texas?
Texas?
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Texas, maybe bolt up to Canada. We got a friend up there. It can get us some shows, get some, can basically fill the house up there is what we're told, So
that'd be good.
Some great opportunities, whether it's Oklahoma, Kansas, Arkansas, maybe even going out west a little bit would be good opportunity. Colorado. It's just, got to find we've got this list of 500 venues that this guy Tyler put together, and it's just quite an incredible thing. And it's got a point of contact for all the people that do the booking at the shows, what city it is, what the club name is, the address, the phone number. It's got everything. So it's just a matter of, making some calls and then also getting on the social media links. And I think a big thing to being successful touring anywhere, like trying to do from our one tour that we were on or that I was on, what I gathered is that I think it's a really good idea to, shop the local social media, see which bands are getting the biggest draw, and then reach out to those bands individually and establish a relationship with them, and then find the venue and then make it work that way. I think that's the best way that everybody can make some money, have a good time. And then obviously, which very important to me is not so much the money, but it's like, I want to play for a bunch of people.
Right.
Man, I want the house to be packed. I want everybody
Damn right.
horns up, having a good time, enjoying the music. And if they don't enjoy our music, man, I'll go back in the studio and I'll work harder and I'll make something better that people will enjoy. It's just, you just got to keep at it.
I love that, though. You'd rather play to people than to make money. Of course, everybody needs to make money. That's what makes the world go round. But being able to, share your love before more people is that's a class act, bro. That's fucking metal.
Yeah, I love it, bro. Right on. There it is.
Ta-da!
Much better.
Yeah, we got to give, a big, huge shout out to, so many people for this event. But, Jeff Shaddle, man, I tell you what, Jaro Entertainment.
Shout out Jaro.
Man, that's the guy to know, bro. I'm telling you, man. He's a class act. He's funny as hell. He's, brutally honest and just a great guy. I can't wait to play some more shows for him and, just get intermingled with him as much as I can. And, you got Scarlet Entertainment as well,
Well, hey, thanks for saying that about Jaro real quick before you move on. I wanted to say thank you for saying that about Jaro because, Jeff has been, he goes all the way back to the basement, and so do I. We've been doing the same, things with heavy metal for a long, long time. And Jeff, we're honored to promote your shows here. You've been booking some killer shows. And of course, we'd love to have him on sometime, even if it's for 30 minutes to tell us about himself, talk about the basement for him a little bit, and also these killer shows that he's putting on. So thank you, Dave.
Yeah, my pleasure, man. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah. So yeah, we're, 10 Pool, I can tell you a little bit about 10 Pool. We started off releasing some singles, and then we thought, hey, we make a couple of videos, and we have them professionally made, and then we thought that would do it. And it was like, okay, then it's like, no, let's go back to the drawing board and let's record some more music. So we recorded a full-length album, 10 songs. We did it at Session Works with Jeff Mount, and he did a great job out there, man. Thanks, Jeff. And we decided that we would release these songs as singles, like spaced out every 40 days or so. I try and drop it on a Friday around 3:00. So, people driving home, get off work, traveling out of town, they turn their stuff on, they play their, whatever platform it is. And, our stuff stays current on the top of the playlist by just being fresh. Fresh. So we have our 5th one that's going to come out here in about 3 weeks. It's called Believer. But then we have 5 more after that we're going to drop every 40 days. We have 5 more songs in the can right now. So we're already working on our 2nd LP. And we're just, going to take a few months to ourselves, be stingy and get in the studio and crank these things out the best we can, get them mixed up and get them ready to release.
Oh yeah. Where do y'all record at?
Well, we've been a few places.
Okay.
Sonic Dropper, Jim King. I don't know if anybody knows about Jim King. Man, I tell you what, he's just
another shout out.
Great engineer, producer, and just a super great guy. And he did our first 4 songs. Then we went to Empire with Alex Gerst.
Yeah.
We did 2 songs with Alex. And man, Alex really he made the drums jump out of the tracks. It was just very impressive.
He's great.
Yeah. And then we just did 10 out there with Session Works. And then the other songs that we have in the can right now, we're actually recording them in my studio where we rehearse.
There you go.
Nice.
It is 2025.
It is 2025. And it's like, why not?
Yeah.
No studio.
Yeah, it's no joke.
Do whenever you want. That's the best
Right.
way.
That's a bell ring on that one. How about a shotgun blast?
Oh.
Yeah.
You go.
That's for all the shout out.
It's coincidental. It's coincidental that y'all were talking about Session Works earlier because my brother and his band, they were recording at Session Works this weekend. And I guess he drank way, way too much tequila. And he found out that his ex-wife got knocked up. Not by him, and but and honestly, because of her misgivings, there's actually the jury still out as to who that baby actually belongs to. She's with a guy that she left my brother for, but you know what? It could be like a baker's dozen as to who the actual father is. So my brother, in his drunken haze, decided to hit up the guy and said, "Hey, bro, you better get a DNA test because I'm pretty sure that kid ain't yours." And boy, the shit has been hitting the fan ever since then. And I love to just sit back and just watch every ping on my brother's phone and just his eyes glowing red and they're bugging out. And he's like, oh, this bitch. Oh, this bitch. Oh, guess what I'm going to say? I'm going to say this shit. I'm going to say that shit. I'm like, you're yelling at a phone.
Oh my goodness. I knew it when you brought it up. It was headed for disaster. That's so fucking funny.
You know, I said the same thing to him when he got married to that bitch. But anyway, what were we saying? I'm sorry, we were talking about positive music. So what kind of ideas rejuvenate you?
Tin pool.
All right, there you go.
What inspires you
Sorry,
guys?
I wasn't going to go anywhere with it. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, Ariel. Bring it back.
What inspires you guys on your music?
I don't know. You know, I think my riffs and my ideas. I think a lot of things that come from pain, hardships in life, tragedies, just a variety of things. And you know, we all share the same things, just
realist,
different paths, but it's all the same experience of the same pain.
That's metal, writing from the heart.
Right, man. So yeah, it just kind of just, you know, like when I'm out there and I'm playing and like I'm alone and I just kind of like follow whatever gives me goosebumps, man. If something makes my skin stand up a little bit, something catches me, I'm like, okay, and I run with that a little bit, and then I just like press record on my phone and I'll save it that way. And you know, and it's really a collaboration. You know, it always takes a riff. It takes something to get the song going, but it honestly, you know, it comes from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you could say, hey, you know, Dave came up with the idea. Yeah, I came up with the riff, but, you know, we switched it, we molded it, we switched things around, and, you know, it all comes down to the harmonies and the vocals and just, you know, the overall arrangement of the song. You know, one thing that we found is that whenever we try to deviate from the original riff, it doesn't work out well.
Yeah.
And some people try and fight it, you know, like, oh no, the drummer's like, no, we got to do it this way. So we try it, you know, we go down every path and we do it. And then we end up coming back to the original riff because that's the thing that, you know, made us say, yeah, we like it. So, well, what really inspires us is, you know, just, you know, is this right here, is being on this here, is getting to play in front of people, is getting to meet the DFW metal scene, you know, pass the ammunition, you know, all these guys. Everybody we play with, you know, it's so cool. It's like this big DFW metal family, and it's a real honor, man, to be a part of all this stuff with you guys. And
yeah.
Well, we love having you, and I'm appreciative that you came out and supported the Women in Metal show, and y'all try to get out there and support other local shows. I know all of us local acts, we really do try to get out there when we can. But you can feel the support and the love from you guys and from others. So it's very warm and welcoming that you have such kind things to say.
Thanks.
As far as y'all's music goes, before y'all record, do y'all like to try to play it live, a song live a couple times just to see what comes about? I know with me and my band, when we have a new song, we play it a couple times live and it kind of changes and morphs a little bit, but we hear different sounds.
Yeah, you know, no, not so much. Well, you know, we've found ourselves playing all of our music live before we recorded it, only because at the time we didn't have the means to record it. Right. So yeah, of course that way. But yeah, our songs have adapted many, you know, there's many versions. And there's one thing that I really like about writing with these guys is that, you know, we're not closed-minded and say, oh no, it's going to be this way and it's that way. No, we explore everybody's idea. You know, it's why not? And then we'll record it. Then once we record it, you know, like sometimes we'll have a few drinks at night too. Listen to it the next day and it's like, oh man, that sounds like shit. Hit delete. but there's some that, are some gems in there, they just need to be polished up a little bit. And, we work on it that way. But yeah, ultimately in the real world, it would be great to be able to, write the song, record it, release it with a video at the same time before it's ever played out live. But I mean, I just don't know how to attack the market. We're just going to be persistent and just keep doing this and don't waver from our path anyway.
Very cool. I haven't got. What do you feel like each of your bandmates brings? Like, what's their strong suit?
Sometimes I bring sandwiches.
Okay, I'm very food motivated, so I would appreciate that.
Sandwich, a shit sandwich, right?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, then.
No, I'm kidding.
Take that back.
Hey, Sammy. Sandwich.
What do you got, Tony?
What? Oh.
What do you bring to the table, friend?
Oh, nothing.
Oh my Lanta.
I'm just a bass player. I just
hey, that's a sweet shirt you're wearing.
Man, I think Tony's the glue that, I'm the coarse, abrasive guy that, keeps pushing everybody and demanding more. But like Tony, he's like the glue, man, because he comes in and just, sometimes he just comes in and says a bunch of stupid shit and it makes everybody laugh. He's that guy that always, keeps everybody talking and smiling and giggling and, he likes to do stupid shit too, just like all of us. So we're all kin.
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Mm-hmm. How'd y'all all meet?
Aaron, what do you make of all this?
Who's that?
What was it?
I said I was trying to get Aaron to speak. Everybody.
Hey.
How are you doing, Aaron? What do you make of all this?
Come off mute, Aaron. I can barely hear you.
No, you're very far away. Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to fill in the viewers here. I think what Dave was saying is that Tony here is like the Mark Stepnotsky to Dave's Troy Aikman. You might be the leader of the band and the guy that we love and enjoy the most. We enjoy watching you shred. But, you're saying you can't do it without this fella right here. Yeah,
he's my brother, man.
Aww.
Yeah, he brings the thumping thunder, the bass to the band, man. He puts a lot of work into the band. So,
he's badass.
There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to do that Tony steps right up to it. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't want to do it either. But
I just like to make analogies to help people understand better, and then I drop the name of Mark Stepnotsky every opportunity possible.
Okay. Who's Mark Stepnotsky?
That's a sports ball person, right?
He's a world champion, Super Bowl center.
Okay, right on.
He's also a conspiracy fella.
Go.
We're not talking about conspiracies because y'all will go.
No, we're talking about Mark Stepnotsky. We're talking about Mark Stepnotsky.
They're all true.
He felt Troy Aikman's hands against his balls for a generation.
Thank you very much, Dave Jarvis.
You're welcome.
Okay.
I'm here to put things into perspective.
Yeah, I mean, Ariel, you're correct. We were not talking conspiracies. Dave nailed it.
No conspiracies.
Well, at least in this scenario, we know who's driving.
Okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's bad.
The Secret Service.
A little dry hump.
No,
I got brothers.
Catch it. You'll catch the Troy Aikman Stepnotsky joke.
All right. So once y'all are Once y'all are done throwing dogs into the audience for Burmafest, what is next on the 10-pool itinerary?
Beautiful.
Well, yeah, we're gonna record. Right now, we're kind of we don't want to dilute ourselves too much anymore in the market. We want to spend some time getting this material out.
Right.
Technically, right now we got 16 songs recorded. I think we have 11 released or 10 released right now. But even with the 16 recorded, we still have another 18 additional songs that are already, show worthy. We've already got everything done. Most of them we played out already too. So we're just pushing to get our stuff out. That way we can work on new stuff, because I like working on new stuff. So that's kind of what's on the agenda right now. We got some other things that might be coming up in Austin here. We got a friend that lives down in Houston, and his band, he's knows some people in Austin, and swears he can get us in, like Come and Take It. And there's another place down there I can't recall off the top of my head, but we're gonna try and get down there.
There's Ragnar's in San Marcos. That's not exactly Austin, but if you're gonna go to Austin, you can carry on down to Ragnar's.
Right.
And the way that you make that work, I've been thinking about this, so I'm sharing with you, Dave, and everybody all at the same time, is you can get your people from San Antonio to come to the Ragnar's show. So you book a couple of bands from San Antonio with you on your Ragnar's show, right? That's how you make it work. And then you can also do your Austin show and make a weekend of it, not have to drive that far.
Right on. I have family in Austin.
Is just an hour so past Austin.
Isn't there a college down there in San Marcos?
That's correct. It's a college town, baby.
Yeah, college town. So.
And this place has got a decent reputation. It's out in the middle of the country where college kids like to let it all loose.
Yeah, Ragnar's. We were asked a few years ago. We were asked a couple of times to play there, but we already had shows booked and we couldn't do it. But
well, brother, I'll tell you right now, you won't be asked again, because if you would like to do a show down there, I'm going to try to put together some bands and do a show, maybe early next fall, September or something.
Let's go.
And head on down there and do a show. But, don't lean on me too heavy. I'm just talking shit and having a good time. If it comes together, I'll do it.
Right.
But it's still something that you can do. Like I said, you can book a show at Ragnar's, take some bands with you. You can book a show in Austin and make a spin of it.
Yeah.
He's trying to fill the void that was left by Diamond Gems.
And Dimebag Darrell, because honestly, that's the Pantera Texas tour, thing that Pantera did for years before the rest of the world knew who they were. But some people discovered them, like King's X discovered them along the way. Alice in Chains discovered them along the way. So, those years of touring
Pantera
did pay off.
Pantera's coming back to town in September, I think? Early September?
Yeah, it's a Eagle or a whatever, 97.1 Eagle. I don't think it's the Freak Fest, though. I think they're having 2 shows coming up.
Yeah, I got a line on the local band that'll be warming them up, but I can't tell you who it is.
Bro, 10-Pool should totally be on the Freak Fest warming that show up. There should be like 2 or 3 local bands on.
Yeah, it would be great.
Come on, Eagle, get at us. Let's make it happen.
Fucking King Parrot is supposed to be a part of that whole package, but unfortunately they're from Australia, and so they were like, "Hey, we'd love to be on your show," and I was like, "Cool. So what's good for you?" And they were like, "Well, y'all are 15 hours behind us." So I was doing the math, and I was like, "Okay, in order to talk to y'all at 9 p.m., we would have to do this show at 5 a.m." I was like,
Perfect.
Ooh, oh. That hurts just looking at it.
Yeah, it's something else. It's hard.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first time I was up at 5 a.m. We used to wake up earlier than that just to go get in line for our Van Halen tickets and shit.
Oh man,
Right.
heck yeah!
I think I just got my third wind, McConaughey style. Me and my friends were gonna go get Aerosmith tickets. Top priority this summer.
Aerosmith.
Yeah, that
That's right.
sounds like a little dazed and confused right there.
All right, all right, all right.
All right.
My man.
Yeah.
Get your wings.
Seen that a few times. That was a good one.
So I'm curious. During y'all's tour, did you do any radio spots or podcasts in other area codes?
Yes, we did. We did one for a magazine, and I just feel so bad that I can't even say who it was. We were just coming in behind Edge of Insanity. It was their interview, but we got to take part of that, and it was nice, and it was a nice ride up for us as well. So yeah, it would have been. I'm not sure how to set those up in other cities. It's a really good idea to set it up, though, especially if you're going to go on tour.
Just takes a little more hustle,
Yeah, you get it all worked out beforehand. I mean, it was all worked out for us well. We had bed and breakfast, the Roots, everything was planned. It was all planned for us by Scarlet Entertainment, did all that for us. And
dude, that is beautiful. Thank you for saying that. I love hearing that.
Yeah, it went through when there was one point in New Orleans where we had to be at the show in 30 minutes and come back to the van, and it had double boots on it because somebody only paid for one parking spot, and we had a trailer. So
ouch.
Yeah, they double booted us, and
nobody was asleep inside.
Nobody was asleep
because they can't boot you if someone's actually inside the car.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh,
that's the law.
Oh, good to know that one. That's the law. So, all went well.
Is that the same law in every state?
I don't know. It's the law in Dallas, because I woke up to getting booted one day over in the Deep Ellum parking lot. Like, hey, mother, what the fuck you did? He goes, oh, you're in the car. I didn't know. I'm sorry. And he apologized a million times. I was like, really? I got the magic power. Leap inside.
Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to a couple of venues that we really enjoyed. All the venues. There was one that was a little shaky, but we did it okay. But New Orleans, the Hangar in New Orleans, man, I tell you what, that is a dream place to go and play. So anybody's looking to get out of town, and New Orleans isn't too far from Dallas. I mean, realistically.
Yeah, what's the venue called?
The Hangar.
In New Orleans?
Uh-huh. The Hangar.
Gotcha.
And that place, man, is, God, what a great, had it been packed, it would have been just dream stage to play on. The big video wall behind you, the lights, the sound system, the stage was up about 5 feet. Green room, the whole thing. It was really nice. Another one that we really liked was the Mockingbird Theater, and that was in Franklin, Tennessee. Man, I tell you, that was a cool place too. Right outside of Nashville, and what a great venue. Great venue and people.
In New Orleans, did you drink a hurricane or a hand grenade? Because those things are lethally delicious.
Oh, yeah. I pretty much avoided drinking the trip. I drank water. I'm pretty lame.
Proud of you, man. Hard to do.
That's not rock and roll.
Yeah, that's not rock and roll, right? I'm supposed to say, drink.
Dude, nothing's more metal than fucking, being, keeping your shit right for the trip for everybody. So fuck it. That's good shit, man. But, if you'd have told us you slammed down 2 bottles of Jack and didn't wake up the next day for the gig, that would have been fine too.
That, and then got arrested too. That would have been, that's rock and roll, man.
Only for drunk in public though. Just an overnighter. Nothing big that's going to destroy your fucking life.
Right. Yeah, you ain't hungover unless you wake up sounding like Lemmy. I was the editor of a school magazine.
I don't want to live forever.
Where did these gigantic moles come from?
Oh no.
It's the only guard I need.
Man, back in my army days, man, it's like you weren't drunk unless you woke up in the bushes. Vomit down your front. You weren't having a good time. And
What were you with Dimebag Daryl Abbott?
oh no. Was he that way?
No, I'm just playing, man. Sounds like we all had a little bit of that, right?
Right.
I was in the army, but we used to do that every weekend in high school. Wake up in somebody's front yard. I
remember pissing over off a lower. I remember pissing over off a lower Greenville.
Oh.
My guitarist used to super glue chicken wings to people's heads.
Chicken wings?
Dude, that's so funny because
or comforters, whatever. Whatever was nearby within gluing distance and something that he knew he could get away with.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Hey,
we didn't encourage this, but we were too drunk to stop him.
I'll tell you a little story. There was one time in the barracks, this guy was a little unruly and he just annoyed people just enough. And I'd gone out that night. He was my roommate. I came back, it was late, and he was all curled up on his bed and like shaking. I didn't know what happened. And he was like, half of his body was black. He's a white guy, but what happened, he pissed off everybody and they got him drunk and they took him outside on the patio and they spray painted him every inch of his body with black spray paint. And then apparently he was having difficulty breathing because the skin wasn't letting the oxygen through, I guess. So what I was told, they took the green Brillo pads and scrubbed them.
Yeah, you can't paint your whole body.
No. So that's really partying too far, I think.
Yeah, when you get Brillo'd.
Yeah, when you get Brillo.
It's the Brillo test.
I'd rather have Sharpies.
Oh, well.
There was plenty of that back in the day.
Drawing on people on their foreheads and their mouth.
Dude,
that's
before
the penalty for
tattoos,
passing
that's
out.
what it was. It was before tattooing. We used to tattoo ourselves and tattoo each other with Sharpies.
Well, while they're drunk and sleeping.
Yes, especially.
Used to draw like a penis on the mouth by some guy.
Yeah, that was the penalty for passing out first.
Right.
The first dude or chick, whatever,
Yeah.
With fireworks.
And then they go to 7-Eleven in the morning and there's stuff on their face and they don't even know. Everyone's laughing at them.
It's awful. Terrible things that we do.
Hey, y'all, the beast has been unleashed. We have Scott Beatley of Warhog in the chats.
Tony, lift your beard up.
And we have a Warhog shirt in the panel. Raise the roof.
Yeah, we dig the Warhogs.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah, Warhog rocks, man. There's some good dudes.
Shirt. Hey, Bunny, what kind of shirt you wearing?
This is the King of Kings. So it's a disciple thread. It's a clothing brand. I like what the message is. A little bit of positivity, blessings, a little bit of Christianity for everybody out there. I'm a believer.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's cool, man. They kind of do like kind of a metal style thing.
Welcome, believer.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
Man, I'd be dead if it wasn't.
Hey, Blair, what kind of shirt you rocking today?
Pass the ammunition in the house. Here you go. I think he's got himself muted.
Is that
got to come off mute?
Is that tower? Is that tower high?
It looks.
Well, I guess that's a tower high shirt.
Mute? It's like it's I become a hermit, and I usually put the shirt on too. Well, those are my brothers, man. It's like I love those guys, man. You know, it's like the shirt's comfortable.
Well, Blair Darnell and Pass the Ammunition, welcome to Blow Your Brains Out. I hope you feel
Yes,
at home,
sir.
because this feels to me like a match made in the thunderous heavens before the gods.
Amen.
Yes, sir.
It's good to be here, man. You know, it's also interesting, right? So, you know, everybody seems to be recording at Session Works. That's where we just did our latest release, Collateral Damage, with Jeff Mount over there at Session Works. And I'd worked with him before when I played with Seventh from Adam, and he did a terrific job for us then. And so, you know, got with Pass the Ammunition. Donnell's talking to him.
For the first two, this is a total different recording atmosphere, because the first two was done at Soak It Up Studios with Ryan McChristen. And this time around, yes, we did do it at Session Works. And yeah, we killed it. 10 hours, you know, 4 songs, wiped it out, and did a killer job.
Hell yeah.
And Jeff keeps you know, what's great about Jeff is that in a low key way, he just keeps things moving. You know, as musicians, some of us will go down like a rabbit hole, especially me, right? I mean, come on, bunny hands, you know, whatever. But he keeps it moving. You know what I'm saying? He keeps it productive, but not in like the, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like in a productive, but hey, let's get it done. And just his, the thing I love about Jeff is that he's kind of a partner with you. You know, it's like he'll come up with, you know, he
knows what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely.
He knows what he's doing. It's like there's some parts I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
You know?
What was funny in the recording process, right? So you know how it's like drummer gets set up and then he's doing it and then everybody else is doing kind of their scratch track, right?
Yeah.
That's basically what we used. Like, because we played it like a live show.
Yeah.
You came back and punched in leads and this and that, but there was
all the songs.
Yeah, there's some of that Pass the Ammunition artwork for you right there, everybody.
Oh, that's cool, man.
It don't get cooler than that. You can't make artwork cooler than that.
Carcass John Fossum been with us from day one. When I started the band in 2019.
God,
yeah, 2019 awesome. When I started the band, I set up the people I wanted to work with, and he was one of them. So
love it.
He's been with us from day one.
Another
He's passionate about it.
Yeah.
He's definitely passionate about it, man. It looks great.
Oh yeah. So yeah, the songs you know, we've been playing them so long. So when we went into the studio, we, you know, knocked them out real quick, you know. So it's plus we have a tight set anyways, you know. I mean, I'm really proud of this lineup that we got.
That's so sweet. Y'all are like the sweetest band members, all of y'all. Seem nice.
Believe me, it's like, you know.
This all for show.
We disagree, but then we end up agreeing anyway. But you know, it's like, you know, we love each other.
Amen to that. And also kind of like what Dave was saying, man, we love Tin Pool, man. I mean, I dig their stuff. I listen to their stuff in my vehicle when I'm driving around, you know, I'm like on my playlist, you know, it goes from like Pass the Ammunition into like, and I love their groove. They're different than us. You know what I'm saying?
You got a CD and I didn't?
No, I'm just like, you know, I go to YouTube Music and just let it rip. You know what I'm saying? So
I just seen them live one time, and I was blown away with the singer and the band. Really, the singer is like, finally, a real singer. You know? It's like, shoot,
Zach is
that
like,
was pretty awesome.
Man, You know, it's like when I listen to Tin Pool, it's like it's reminded me of like early Chains, like old Soundgarden, like Louder Than Love.
No doubt.
Those
No
are
doubt.
high compliments from me, bro, because that's
Thank
my
you.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? So just
Thank you.
excellent
Just
musicianship
like
all the way around.
lately, you don't
Dude,
hear
you
real
just dropped Loud Love.
Yeah, right.
You don't hear,
Louder Than Love.
you don't hear
Loud
real
Love.
singers
That's the very
anymore.
first Soundgarden.
Hunted
Yeah,
Down. Oh,
Loud as Love. Hell yeah, that's the best
Louder Than
Soundgarden
Love,
album.
man. I think
It's
it was
called
their second
Loud
album.
Love. It goes
Yeah.
Loud Love. It's Chris Cornell at his best.
Yeah,
Loud
I like.
Love.
Hell yeah.
Killer, dude. It's the
I
first
got an
record.
idea of
That's
something
the best
we can do
Soundgarden
with a
album.
gun.
right.
But you know, it's like
I don't know if we can
they're
cuss
kind of
on
a-
here, but you know,
So
Go
it's
for
cool.
it.
Like Tin Pool,
No
it's
doubt.
got that groove.
but like I said, though, when I heard Tim Pool, it's like, yeah, it's like finally a lead. I mean, a guy that can sing. Because lately you hear guys like,
That's his
you know?
corn impression.
So
dude.
it's like,
Yeah.
all right,
That was
okay,
good.
that sounds like the last band that did that. You know.
Hope somebody recorded that.
But and though not like I don't like the vocals of like death metal or anything, but there's certain bands that does it right. But there's some bands that, well, what are you doing? You sound like the last band that did that. You know.
Hey, I
You know.
You can't say that I haven't had similar thoughts before. I know
Hey.
some people have.
Thank you guys, Blair and Bunny. I mean, thank you guys so much for those kind words, man. We love you guys too, man. I mean,
Heck yeah, let's do some more shows.
we need to do some more.
We gotta do a show, man.
Right
I'm
on,
kind of
man.
mad at you guys. You guys turned this down for a show, you know, that I was trying to put together, but that's okay.
That's Tony's fault because he does the booking.
Oh,
yeah.
My heart will go on. Nah.
But Ariel, let me just let me come back to you for a second. You said something about us bands being nice, you know, and I just tell you, I mean, 95% of everybody on this DFW metal scene, rock scene, I mean, they've all been so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's helping each other with gear. They're not, you know, there's a couple that'll rock star you, you know, because maybe they were halfway rock stars at one point. But, you know, I mean, it's like, get off your horse. Let's pull together, support everybody, lift everybody up. And, you know, this old saying that, you know, I've been saying it, God, since I think high school, you know, iron sharpens iron, man. I'm going to lift you up, and I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm going to lift your band up. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel, man. And
I tell you something. We played with a band at Reno's called ANAC, and this band was a Mexican punk metal band. Blew me away. I'm serious. It's like, wow, you know. And I like, you know, seeing new bands that's opening up or we playing with on our lineup. You know, it's like, hell yeah, you know. So, yeah, we got to lift up everybody. I see what you're saying.
You know, it's funny because I've been, like Rick, I've been doing this thing for a minute. I used to play the basement, DCL, you know, all that stuff back in the day. And, you know, the scene was a little bit different back then. You know, I think it was more bands backbiting other bands, and kind of like what Tim and Donnell are saying, like everything now seems really supportive. Like,
all right, first you dropped Loud Love. Now you've gone and dropped DCL.
Oh yeah, man, Hobie on the sound.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I played with Vicious Cycle way back in the day. In fact, there was a time when Dime borrowed my blue Charvel back there for a show at Savvy's. So, you know, that guitar's never going anywhere. But ultimately, and he was like, they were cool as hell, too. Always supporting the local music scene. Every time they're off tour, they're coming out. They'd come out and give me feedback on whoever I'm playing with. You know what I'm saying? But the scene nowadays, it's kind of like this mix of younger cats and kind of older cats. And everybody's just so friendly. And even like friends of mine that aren't in the metal scene, you know, they come out to see me and I work with them, whatever. They're like, man, everybody's just so darn nice.
Right on.
Well, it's you know, like it's like Dallas. It's like a thrash metal kind of death metal bands, and Fort Worth is like the hell yeah Pantera sounding kind of bands, but with some death metal bands. So that's what I noticed, you know. But when I started Past Ammunition in 2019, I played in a couple of bands, and me and Buddy talked about this. Morgan from Seven Dust said this is like, yeah, we used to open up with bands that used to spank us and everything. And I was just getting tired of getting spanked. That's why I started Past Ammunition. It's like, man, the bands I'm playing with, man, be getting spanked, man. So I need to start something so we can spank back. You know?
I don't know why. When you said you get spanked, I imagine you literally getting spanked. And then when you guys were talking about I'll lift you up, like? I imagine myself being lifted up like something out of a movie.
Yeah, and the spanking, you know. I mean, you got to spank your instrument.
The spanking. We get tired of getting spanked. You're like, oh, I can't spank it. I can't stand the spanking no more.
I know, like, you know. But here's the thing, Donnell slaps his bass like it owes him money. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, we all play our instruments like they owe us money. You know,
that cracks me up.
Like, you know. But like I said, you know, we're going to be releasing the EP pretty soon, but we're going to start working. You know, we got other songs in the can that we're working on for the next one. I mean, we already got songs coming, you know, so it's going to be hard to hold back not playing them live.
Look what I got for you here. You guys got some shows coming up. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
All right.
So, go ahead, Donnell.
Well, Buddy can handle this, I guess. You want to handle it? Or
yeah. I'm excited about this one. The May 4th, it's a Sunday, right? And it's the Cooking with Chaos TV show, which is on Amazon Prime. And we are very lucky to be joining, you know, Beast of War, Secret, Boris. They're badass, by the way. Hand Over Fist, always Pass the Ammunition. So that's on a Sunday. So really looking forward to that. And then the other one, May 23rd on Friday, is Violent Death. And John Baker, who's the drummer of Violent Death, was actually, I played with him with Seven from Adam. He was our first drummer. So it's so cool to kind of like see the circle coming back. Got Hand Over Fist, love those guys. Ocean Above, I'm not sure I'm super familiar with them. And then Limerick, but that's Friday, May 23rd at the Haltom. And I think we have something else cooking, Donnell.
We got May 28th, we playing a private birthday party at the Haltom. The guy was going to paying us money to play that. But
yeah.
There's no flyer out for that. But June 20th, we're playing the show. The flyer should be up today. I haven't posted it yet at Reno's and everything. That's going to be the release of the EP.
I've got another flyer. Give me just a second. It's right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a radio show. You guys are on this radio show, MetalDevastationRadio.com. Everybody go listen.
Yeah, Lady Red. Yeah, we're doing that Saturday.
All right, good deal, everybody. You got time. Gear up. Put it on your schedule. It's this Saturday. Pass the Ammunition on MetalDevastationRadio.com. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It's so good to have you guys here. Do we still have Dave?
Man, I'm sorry I missed you Saturday, man, but I had to take care of some business and everything, and so I had to leave early after we got off stage.
Oh, it's okay, man. You don't ever, for the record, always, you don't ever have to apologize to me. You owe me nothing, bro. I love you always and forever. Until I had to take a knife out of my back, me and you are good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
At least I ain't getting spanked.
Yeah, you never know.
Around and find out.
I'm gonna come find you at the next show that I see y'all at, and I'm gonna like give you a light pat. I'm gonna
Yeah.
lightly spank you.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Who the hell is
Don't
this
threaten
guy?
me with a good time.
Spank around and find out, man. You know.
Yeah,
I might
man.
see it. Might stick my butt out.
We still have Dave with us. I'd like to ask him another question or two before we end this show. We're going to have, I don't know if y'all know this, but every Wednesday night we do a weekly concert calendar. We spend 30 minutes every Wednesday talking about all the local shows coming up here in Dallas, Fort Worth, mostly metal bands, but we try to include all of our punk rock friends especially, but the alternative bands as well. And then after that, we play all the local
bro,
bands.
I love you always and forever.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Who knows? But hey, I do have some music that I would like to play, but before I play it, do you know, Tony, do we have a song from Tin Pool that we can play?
I don't know. I mean, we just dropped a Perfect Place last Friday, but like you said, there's 10, 15 songs out there you can pull off of wherever. We're on all the platforms.
Yeah, see, that's what I noticed about like bands like Dreadland and everything. I even asked them, I'm like, you guys got anything physical that we can listen to? They're like, no, it's all on YouTube and that. I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's helpful. You know?
Well,
So-
everybody is on YouTube, and YouTube is on your phone. It's on your television in your living room. So if your stereo's hooked up to your TV, boom. You know, I mean, YouTube is kind of a real deal.
Yeah, we're old school. I mean, we're on all the platforms, YouTube,
So-
whatever, you know, Spotify. But we're old school too. We also got physical copies of the CD, but you got to come to the show to get those.
Yeah, we have a CD.
Oh, man. I gotta get one of those.
Yeah,
I know Buddy's got one.
I want to invite both of y'all to go ahead and drop your links in the comments or in the private chats, and I'll share it also. But right now, I've got this YouTube channel pulled up here. Is there a song on here, Dave, that you would like to play tonight?
Oh, well, yeah, sure. Scroll down. Is there? Those are videos. Is there music?
Yeah, I'm under
Releases?
videos. See
I
that?
think under releases there.
All right.
Okay, and then scroll down on that and hit a creation.
Oh,
Here we go. Thank you very much, Dave. Everybody, this is 10.
What if I told you that your imposter syndrome is showing on your resume and it's
go ahead and hit pause on that and
who the hell's that chick?
My imposter syndrome is showing again.
There's the skip.
Gonna do this and this really fast.
Still on mute, I think.
Yeah, I guess, look, there, the volume's down, so I'm going to go back this way. I'm going to hit pause, make sure we're at the beginning.
Perfect.
Handful.
Nice bass. Nice bass.
Everybody turn your mics off.
And deeper than the sky, and harness your emotions, but you don't have to try. When everyone was waiting, time to go on. You gotta keep it moving. This creates a song, yeah. 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 another system. The spirited away. Looking in your mist now. Nothing gold can stay. I can't make you see.
Hear it.
But I can help you feel. That's how it's gonna be. It's up to you and me.
Oh, I'm trying to make it.
Waiting in the Stone Age for this forgotten dream. But now we all remember being in between. You build a better mousetrap and just see if you can. And now it comes a hard part. Build a better man, yeah. I can make you see.
Yeah.
Hello.
There it is, everybody. Give us your reaction. Creation from
Full
10.
house.
Loved it.
Thanks.
I heard someone post on Facebook the other day, hey, do you know anybody that does reaction videos? I'm like, fuck, that's all we do is reaction videos when we play music here. Blow your brains out. Hey, everybody, welcome Jared of Hill House to the panel.
What's up, brother?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
Everyone's
How
got
you
beards.
doing?
I do.
Thanks for making and posting that video, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank y'all for everything y'all do, man. Supporting the whole scene every Wednesday.
Hell yeah. Thank you. That's it. Just being here, man. That's most of the battle.
Holler.
You got a question for 10 pull, Jared? I know you do. Pull that trigger.
Man, where's Zach at? Where's the
Oh, I
singer?
don't know.
I
He
saw
said he
him
was
chime
supposed
in
to,
there. He messaged and said Dave's not here.
Yeah.
Man, me and that dude go way back, man.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh yeah. Way back when I was an American lab rat, man.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, he's a great guy. Yeah.
You talking about Zach?
Badass. Y'all are all great.
Yeah.
People. All great people here.
Zach and that voice he's got too, man. God, he can sure deliver it, you know. And Kill House, man. You guys are the real deal, bro.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh yeah, love me some Kill House.
Right on.
All right. Well, I do have more music. Y'all want to listen to another song, and let's make an official, legitimate reaction video, so that after this song is done, without having to say anything, everybody just go around the board and tell us what you think about this song.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Go to music.
This is Past the Ammunition. I'm a motherfucking honored person to be able to play this. The song is called The Crowd.
Fuck yeah.
Girl. Hell yeah.
Damn. Whoever's got it up, turn it down. All right. I'm going to start, and we'll go from Dave Jarvis and around from there. How is that? Because I want to tell you, even though that shit is fast, it's not about how fast you are or how skilled you are. It's all about how much of your heart you put into what you're fucking playing. And I could hear all of your heart 100%. So thank you for sending me those songs. I have more, and we'll play them after Weekly Concert Calendar. We do Blow Your Brains Out Radio, where we play songs for about an hour from local bands like Creeper. So y'all hang around. Tex is going to be here for the Weekly Concert Calendar along with Jared from Kill House. But right now, everybody, Dave Jarvis, what do you think of that song?
Dude, that song.
Crap?
That song was fucking awesome. However, I will say in the future, when we do reaction videos, we need to see the people's faces. I mean, I'm one to talk since I'm hiding behind an icon, but for the people that use motion in their day-to-day lives, yes. But overall, yes, dude, that song sounded fucking badass.
Thank you.
And Jared of Kill House.
Well, I'll tell you, Blair and Bunny, man, these guys go to everybody's shows. They promote everybody. We've played shows together. I go to their shows. It is a fucking blast, man. You are missing out if you don't go see Pass the Ammunition, man.
Thanks, man.
Big Dot Ale.
Bro, I want y'all to know that music is 100% hard, and we motherfucking feel it.
Yeah, definitely slayed. That's a good compliment, though, that your music's really good, but it sounds like your shows when you perform are even better. I don't know why, but during the middle of your song, I was thinking Beavis and Butthead.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's not a bad thing at all. It just popped in my head, and I go, "Why does this give me Beavis and Butthead?"
That's like the coolest fucking compliment.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked about that. If Beavis and Butthead going, looking at Donnell on the video, That's cool. Thank you.
All right, so I guess I'm going to ask Dave of Tenfold. Do you want to weigh in on this? You're muted. Hey, Ted.
Yo.
I know you've already heard that song like a million fucking times, but tell us what you think. Did you get to hear the song we just played called The Crown?
Oh, no, I didn't, but I have heard it before. Yes, that song's freaking killer.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm back.
All right. So
there we go.
Dave of Ken Pool, and for now, Dave, what do you think, man? Did you like the song? Yes or no?
Yes, I loved it, man. It was great. I love the vocals. I love the guitars, especially because I'm a guitar player, so I'm biased to that anyway. But
yeah.
I was hooked. I was hooked by the different feels, and it was like the song, some songs they'll just drive through and and they're cool and they rock, but this thing, it has some different changes in it, and it was grabbing me. It was like, and I was like feeling the pulse to want to move with it. So yeah, I really dug it, man. That was some killer shit right there, bro.
Right on,
Great
man.
job.
Thanks, man.
And that's the difference between a podcast and a television show. You don't get that grabbing feel on a podcast. Thank you, Dave. You kicked ass. Thank you. All right, Dave Jarvis, let's kick this shit out of the park.
Kick it.
What's up, Tit?
Beastie?
What's up, daughter?
I thought he said tits.
That's what I thought he said, too.
Yeah, I said tit.
All right. So with that, Tex Duncan, how the fuck are you? Smoke weed.
Smoke weed. Speaking of which, doing good. How you guys doing?
Better now.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. And I've been fighting allergies all fucking day. So if I sound like shit, that's why.
I was about to say, man, you got Darth Vader deep on me.
Yeah, dude. I've been fucking sneezing my ass off since this morning. I don't know if it's the mountain cedar or what, but I took a Benadryl about 30 minutes ago. So hopefully I'm starting to feel a little bit better. But one of the side effects of that is to fucking knock me out here. Probably about 30 minutes. Right?
Texas is about to be gone.
Yeah, man, we got a 30-minute weekly concert calendar coming up very soon.
You sound like Phil.
Yeah.
Man.
It's been fucking hardcore, man.
What I'm Thor's beer belly, my Thor's beer belly voice.
I like that. Get deep with it.
And I had a pack of beer tonight. That helps.
Run silent. Run.
Come on.
How about you, Ariel? Did you finish your whiskey?
Not tonight. I usually do, but no.
You got your kitty.
Oh, she got the kitty. Yeah.
Sorry, she's very needy. I'm very sorry.
What's the kitty's name?
This is Annie.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Annie. She's a pretty kitty.
Say thank you.
Annie, what you want to do?
All right,
We lost her
everybody.
sister
We got
exactly
the
6 months ago,
Philippines.
so she's like clingy all the
Hey,
time.
Jovel, good to see you.
Yummy.
She did. She gone.
She gone.
She gone.
All right, Dave. Well, thank you very much for being here. I hope you've enjoyed yourself tonight on Blow Your Brains Out.
We got to do a show together, brother.
Yeah, you're muted, but that's okay, man. While you're muted, I'll go ahead and jump in and tell you, man, thank you for being here. We appreciate it, man. We've had a great time together tonight.
Thanks, brother, man. I had a great time. It was great hanging with you guys and, just sharing our experience with you and, what's coming up. And, it's just such a great honor to be a part of this DFW music scene. And we, look forward to doing it for as long as we can.
I love that.
Amen.
Right on.
Amen.
Go ahead and tell everybody to come out and see you guys at the Vermifest one more time.
Right on.
Also, tell us how to contact Tin Pool to buy your music.
Oh, okay. Well, we're out there on all the streaming platforms. I don't know about to buy our music. We have physical CDs and an EP that if you come to our show, we got those. They're like $5 a piece. And, we'll sign them for you if you want them. Vermifest is coming up here. It's a week from Saturday. And, I just can't stress it enough, man. If you got a few bucks to give, great to just look on tinpool.com or look on our Facebook page. And there's many ways to reach out to us and, either buy a ticket for $20 now or $30 at the door, or, just make a contribution for the Dog's Paws in the City in honoring Mark Verma. And then thanks to Jaro Entertainment, all the other bands that are going to be on the bill. It's all local W bands. So, we look forward to giving you what we can do. We're playing at Reno a week on Saturday, 9:00 slot. So we're 9 to 9:30. Nice sweet spot to play. So if you can make it out, come on out. We'd love to have you.
Well, right
No
back
doubt,
at
brother.
you also. We're definitely going to all make it out and party with you at the Verma Fest. Bring our dogs and toss them in the pit. But, bro, thanks for having a good time. And, I hope you felt at home. We all three hope you felt at home.
It was so easy and nice talking with you guys, man. I don't feel uncomfortable at all.
Well, on that same note, Dave, let's
Much
keep
love,
it
man.
real. Again, in the future, anytime you have a show to promote, hop on, just like you've seen some of the other bands. We always try to be respectful to the special guest interview, like we've been to you guys tonight as much as possible.
Yes.
Of course, we had fucking pass the ammunition, man. That's a hard interruption right there. So thank you also for being patient with us, and make yourself
Fuck yeah, my boy.
here with Blow Your Brains Out.
Thank you.
Ariel, do you have anything else before we start the weekly concert calendar?
No, y'all all have been really dope, and I hope that every Friday you finish your whiskey.
Nah.